Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name's Farah Halaby and I'm a professional Muslim life coach, and today is World Mental Health Day, and I believe that the theme of today is having mental health provisions, mental health support available and accessible to all globally. And the thing that's been on my mind today specifically has been the part that faith has to play in that attention, in that support, in that helping, in that guidance and way of navigating our way through mental, and I don't want to say mental health problems because it's not mental health, it's usually mental unhealth, it's usually things that we aren't so healthy about. But mental health, what mental health actually is that thing that we all have. It's that bit within us that is that innate resilience, that innate amazingness, that great stuff that we were born with. And as Muslims, thinking about the way in which faith plays a part in that attention to our mental health, and especially with the clients that I work with, and in my own journey actually, that my faith, subhanallah, as you can see, I'm a Muslim if you didn't know, and I don't see my mental health as being separate to my spiritual health or any kind of my health, even my physical health. My mental health is part and parcel of it's the fabric, if you like, of who I am, of what's inside me. And that's all intertwined in my spiritual health, my physical health, because they're the three elements that make us human. Without our psychological part, we're just shells, we're just robots. Without our spiritual part, that's the connection that we have with each other, with the world, with Allah, with the other, and our physical health. So, we need these bodies. Otherwise, we'd just be, I don't know, mist or whatever it is that we are without these bodies. So, on World Mental Health Day, it's a complete health day in my mind. And the way in which faith, and especially my faith and the faith of those of the amazing women that I help and who come to me, mainly who are Muslim, faith plays a vital role. Their connection with Allah, their connection with themselves, the way in which they show up in the world, the way in which they think about themselves, the way in which they think about Allah. And subhanAllah, in our faith, we're told, we're given so many gems. SubhanAllah, the Quran is a complete shop of everything, as we know. But verily, in the thinking of Allah, the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find rest. And that thinking of Allah, that connection with Him, because we can't touch Him, we can't see Him, we can't, prod Him. Our experience of Him is how we perceive, how we think, how we reason, how we calculate, how we make sense of Him through our thinking. But that all forms part and parcel. Like, how do we make sense of ourselves? Yes, we can touch ourselves, we can prod ourselves, we can see ourselves, but the way in which we perceive ourselves, what we think about ourselves, what we think about the world, how we reason, how we calculate, how we make sense of our surroundings, is going to very much give us that experience of the world and how we show up in it. So on World Mental Health Day, I see that there is an inextricable link between our mental health, our spiritual health, and our physical health, because they are the three things, they're the three parts that make us human. Like I say, without our spiritual without that spiritual side, our connection with Allah, our connection with others it's just not there. Without our psychological parts, we're just robots, we're just shells, we're just, non-thinking beings. Without our physical body, what are we, just mist? I don't know, just whatever we are. But when we are healthy in all of us, our spiritual health, psychological health, and our physical health, then the way in which we show up in the world is going to be, it's just going to be optimized, isn't it? It's just going to be amazing. You get to show up in this world, in this life, to the people that you love. Show up to God in the way that you want to, in the way that is best for you, in the way that will help you succeed in this life and in the next. Because we don't want to, this life, yeah, we want to do well in here, but surely the goal is to do well, to get to the best place in the Akhirah. So we want a win-win situation. Now, I might have gone off on a little bit of a tangent today, but today really has been a real seeing, I guess, or a realisation, even more so than I had already, that for me and for the women that come to me, that faith is so important, the way in which they live their lives according to their mental health, their spiritual health and their physical health, and want to optimize all three of those elements of them, want to optimize their whole selves to be able to do what they want in the way that they want in this world, that will get them successful in this world, but that will get them to the best place in the Akhirah. Now, if you have been, having a tough old time recently, and you're not showing up in the world in the way that you want to, especially today, especially on World Mental Health Day, please, 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 please reach out. Please reach out, because being able to speak to someone who is completely non-judgmental, who is completely just there to listen and is really curious, and I'm talking about me, I'm real nosy Parker, but I really want to see what life is like for you. I would really love to know how you are viewing your life. And if you are viewing your life right now through the lens of it being really challenging, through it being not great, through it being a bit of a tough old time, and you're not showing up in the way that you want to, in the way that, or you don't feel that you can show up, like you don't even know how you want to show up, but you just, things are not going great, then please reach out, especially if you are a professional Muslimah who is trying to make sense of her, of her spiritual duties, her psychological health, her, the physical stuff going on around her, all the roles that you wear. Like today, I've got a blue hijab on, and I've done lots of different things in my blue hijab, and well, that's for another video, but you'll know why I'm wearing this blue hijab very, very soon. But we go by so many roles, we have so many titles, we wear so many hats, or hijabs in my case, that sometimes it feels like we're just plate spinning. We're just trying to juggle all of these roles, and sometimes it just feels like we're dropping them all, like they're plates smashing all over the place. So if you really want some support and some help that attends to you in all three parts of what makes you, your spiritual or psychological and your physical, then let's talk. I'm here to listen, and I'm here to help you make sense of what's going on, because that's essentially what I do. SubhanAllah, I've had, mashallah, today has been a day of blessings. It's been a day of really helping my clients see something different about their lives, overcoming. Today I've had discussions about grief, about loss, about overwhelm, about procrastination, about all sorts of parental and different relationship issues. And subhanallah, to be able to help these wonderful women overcome those challenges, and it's not me giving the answers, it's helping them really create and see for themselves the way forward, without all of that noise, without all of that fog, without all of those erroneous beliefs, without all of that just stuff that gets in the way, laying out a clear pathway for them to take action and for them to be able to show up in life in the way that they want, with the people that they love in the way that they want. So on this day, World Mental Health Day, if you are having a bit of a tough old time and you want to find your way, to navigate a clearer way through this world, through this life, through this challenge, then please reach out. Send me a private message, or you can send me an email at connect@farahhalaby.com. That's right, yeah, connect@farahhalaby.com. I'd love to help, and especially today. So send us a message, and I look forward to hearing from you very soon. But as always, I pray that you are safe, well, happy and healthy, and inshallah I shall see you again very soon. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.